Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cultural Awareness, the podcast that allows you to travel across the world. All of this from the backseat of your car, the comfort of your home, or maybe your neighbor house. Who knows? Wherever you are, welcome. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'm your host, Big Steph. I heard about this tale long time ago, but never had no faith, no belief in my soul. Now Mother Nature said to me, three little birds singing a song, singing with soul. Ha ha ha, what up, what up, what up? Well, I hope that voice didn't break your car speaker or your TV or your phone, because that song, I don't know, I'm not a singer, man. I was just fooling around. Not that being said, welcome back again to another edition of Cultural Awareness. Cultural Awareness, man, the only podcast, man, that is going to teach you about culture, about investing, about anything you want to do in life, and about taking ambition, taking risks, right? So, welcome back again, everybody. And today I have a pretty, I don't know if it's a hot topic, but I have a pretty good topic. So, it's been a while, right? It's been a while because, bro was going through some stuff and, you got to strengthen things out. But we back with another season, man. So with this podcast today, man, I hope it brighten your life, it brighten your day, it brighten your ride to work or anything or whatever you are doing, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, let's get into things. So, I will tell you a quick story, and then from there we will go ahead and talk about it. So, this is a story of a woman who she's been married for about 2 years, but before she got married with her husband, he had already started his business. And obviously when she got married, she was doing her own business, she's a secretary, like an assistant at a big firm. And while she's working at the firm, one day, they lay off a lot of people, with Corona and everything. So they lay off a lot of people, and she's at home and she's not working. So she's been searching for a new job. In the meantime, the husband has his business that is pretty prosperous, and he didn't have an issue in marriage. Man, don't let outsider in. So one day, the sister of the wife found a job online where they are looking for an assistant. She knows that her sister is looking for an assistant, and she knows that, her sister is looking for a job. So she's like, hey sis, here's a job that I found. And that job happened to be a job, that the husband is looking for, right? So the husband has posted his company, not just him, because, there's a board of director or whatever. So they posted a job search online where they were looking for an assistant in the office. And the wife, whenever her sister sent her the link, she goes on the link and she find out and she see that it's her husband company or her husband business that is searching for an assistant. Now she goes home and she make a big deal about it. She's like, how come we living in the same house and you know that you are looking for an assistant at work and you don't put me in when you know that I'm your wife and I'm looking for a job right now, especially that I'm overqualified for this job. Why didn't you let me in? And she decided that she's not going to be doing anything. She's decided she's going to be making the household miserable. She's not cooking, she's still taking care of the kid. At least that's good. But she's not cooking. She's not doing anything, with her husband. And she's turning him the back in bed or whatever, he's not getting some. So she's writing then to know if it's okay for her husband. So the man is actually the one writing to the show because he's saying that he didn't want to have his wife work there at work. So we will get into more detail about that, but he didn't want his wife to be the assistant at the office. So he wanted somebody else, not his wife, because he doesn't want to mix his business with, wife. And there's a certain way that you can talk to an assistant whenever they don't do the job correctly compared to when it is your wife. That, and he felt like maybe that will bring them more trouble than good. That's why he didn't want her to work as his assistant or as the assistant in the office at his business. So the question of the day he's asking is, how does he go about making things up, with his wife? Because he hasn't been getting any, and he's pretty pissed up about it. And his wife on the other side is very hot due to the fact that he knew that she was looking for a job and she didn't put him in, or she didn't put him on. And so what do you guys think? And for me, it's time for me to debate this topic. Okay, so number one, I know there are a lot of people that do work with their wives. I don't have a problem with that because I know a very good couple that work together. They see each other at the office every day. Me personally, I will not, or I will never do that. I will never want to work at the same place with my wife, because whenever you're making the comments with your boys and your wife is there, it's different. You cannot, even like when you work like in a team of people and your wife is one of the team members, like could you imagine how awkward, at least in my eyes, how that would feel? Like I wouldn't want that. So for this man, I think he's right by not hiring his wife, because to me, especially in some people, I wouldn't say in Africa, but some people tend to not understand that whenever we are at work, there's a business we are running. This is not a family time. This is not, how can I say it? I cannot take it lightly on you just because you are my wife and at the same time my assistant. I will go, like, if you are not doing something right, I will have to let you know in a tone that I deem appropriate for you to understand. And it's kind of hard to have to let somebody know when this person is your wife. Right? So you cannot, because women, even though no matter what a woman says, the first thing that a woman is sentimental and emotional, right? So they will always tend to, maybe not all, but most of the time, they will tend to bring whatever happened at home or whatever happened at work at home. And you cannot do that, right? You have to be able to separate the boss at work to the wife at home. Right? So if your husband is your boss, you would let certain things go. Right? You would be like, well, he's my husband, get over it. Like, no, this is a business we're trying to run. We cannot do that. And so the man, I deemed that he was being, he was right by not hiring her. But most importantly, one thing that people fail to, that I think we might not see is, so are you telling me that his wife's sister or his sister-in-law just happened to see the job link and it happened to be his company hiring? I think his sister or his sister-in-law kind of knew that that is his business, and she wanted to, I don't know, because she could have seen it and talked to her brother-in-law right away, like, hey, your wife is looking for a job. Why aren't you maybe putting her on this one? Like, it's your company. She knows it's his company. Like, come on, you are not a fool. Like, that it's your brother-in-law company. You just wanted to start some things in his marriage, and apparently it's working, because now your sister, on the other hand, is mad at her husband because she deemed that, he's hiding something at work. Women always go on the emotional side, like, he doesn't want to hire her because he's probably having I don't know, a side chick at work, or he's looking for a beautiful woman, like, so it's like, no, it doesn't have anything to be about beauty or anything like that. It can, like, the assistant can be even a good old grandma or whatever. But the thing is this, he doesn't want to have to see, like me personally, I wouldn't want to see somebody's face, like in the morning, at noon, at 4 p.m. And then we have to ride to get, oh my God, like we have to ride together to head home. So we have to meet each other like pretty much 24 hours a day. For how many years that's going to go up? Like, no, like hell no, I will not do that. So I just think that, yes, some people who started a business together, like a husband and wife that started a business together, that is a different story, because, they usually are pretty good at like, separating sections, right? So it's also when you are the wife of a businessman or a man that has his own, I don't know, financial institution, whether it's like or his own business, you are more respected when people don't see you every day. In French, they say, how do they say it? Man, is running out of my mind. But in a sense, it goes like this, like something like if you see somebody's face every day, trop de familiarité engendre le mépris. Like too much of familiarity brings like not trouble, but it more brings like hate, right? Trop de familiarité engendre le mépris, meaning too much familiarity bring hate. Like people start disliking each other. It's like, you may like, even if you take a car ride with somebody for like 6-7 hours, that is long. Like at one point you guys are going to get on each other's nerve. And that is only for 7 hours. Now imagine that this person is your wife and you guys are working together at the same office, and you guys, like, it's not even like you guys are going to see each other for one day, and maybe the next day or something like that, where you guys are not going to see each other. This is like for a whole life. Like, oh man, oh my God. I can't even believe this is possible. So at one point, whether you are the wife or whether you are the husband, each of you guys need their own space. Yes, you are married. That doesn't mean you don't love each other. That doesn't mean that necessarily the other person is out here like in the street doing anything bad, or like, having other partner or anything like that. That just means that at one point, you guys need a little bit of space. Everybody need a breathing room. Are you trying to tell me that you don't need a breathing room? Like, no. I just think that the wife is overreacting. She's overreacting because her husband maybe didn't tell her about the job. So maybe like his mistake maybe was he didn't tell her, but I don't blame him for not telling her, because I can imagine that if he told her, she will want the job. She will be under his neck, and it will have caused more troubles at home than good, So I think he did the right thing as well. And I also think that the wife has to put herself in his shoe. Over there, he's seen as the boss. Now, when you shows up, like the way you guys might be talking and playing around, people will not take him as seriously as before. So that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever you are a wife of a businessman, like, and you are not really part of the company like that, whenever you show up, people are like, hey, that is the boss wife. Like, everybody's on their toe when the wife shows up, right? Because they know she's not here often, but whenever she is, oh, it's a big deal, So that is how you want to be seen. You don't want to be that girl that, oh, like, hey, girl, like, no, hell no. It's like your husband will not get his dignity that way. So feel free to, leave us comment on what do you think. Should a man and a woman who are married, of course, work together or in the same job, in the same office, having to ride together every day? Should they do it? Like, you already know where I stand, but some people might have different opinion, and I understand, because like I say, I know a very good couple that they work together. But even like that, each of them goes to work with their separate car most of the time, I think. Yeah. So, feel free to let us know what you think. And so we asked this question to couple women, on the street. And the first reaction was, many women say that the man is wrong. Of course, women are supposed to say that. And I was wonder, why is he wrong? They said that means that, he probably have a side chick or he's hiding something at the office. You see? So their first intention or their first response is not due to the fact that, maybe this is business related. Their first intention is, he might be hiding something. He might have a secret, like he's cheating or something. If you are going to think, if your first reaction is due to the fact that you think he's cheating because he didn't hire you, that means he's right for not hiring you. You're already thinking of you personal versus the business, right? You're already thinking of, if he's hiding, that is relationship. That has nothing to do with the business. So that was one of the most common thing we were having. Some women were like, everybody need a little bit of privacy, so they wouldn't recommend it. And imagine you are at work, working with your husband, and you guys have a huge argument at work. Are you going to be, it's not even maturity, but are you going to be able to detach yourself from work to home? Because I'm sure the man will hear about it in the car. I'm sure he will hear about it at home. So she will bring whatever happened in the office at work, at home, shall I say. And that is not good, because that is how you will destroy your marriage. That is why I also believe, yes, the man shouldn't hire his wife, especially if he was already running the business, he had his routine. I think she should work, but in another place, because over there she will have also her dignity, and a man also will not feel emasculated because of the fact that his wife is always saying this, that, So, and there won't be any conflict at home, because each person go their separate way in the morning. They have their own time to breathe. The man is allowed to be a man at work by, maybe if he has to play with the boys or whatever. And the wife is also allowed to be a woman where she doesn't feel like somebody's breathing down her neck. I think at least that's how I think things should be. But that is only me. So again, please feel free to leave us your comment, your opinion, and anything. So now you guys know the routine. We are accustomed to always leaving a quote of the day. So let me go ahead and put you on the quote of the day. So, the quote of the day is going to go as follow, right? We're always trying to give you the quote of the day from all around the world, from all around culture, or from culture all around the world. What am I saying? So, the quote of the day will go as follow. He that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. Again, he that beats the drum for the madman to dance is no better than the madman himself. That is the quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And again, thank you for listening to me. We are back. We are here to stay for now. And please, again, support the podcast. And here we like to give some shout out to some businesses, So shout out to Nest Day Property Group LLC down there in Plano, Texas, I believe. Yeah. Nestde is Nestde Property Group in Plano. They buy houses, so they buy houses as is, and there's no commission, there's no fee, and it's as simple as 1, 2, 3, like they like to say it. So you just have to give them a call if you're trying to sell your home, and they will go ahead and within 15 minutes they will give you a quote of a cash offer, and if you accept it, they will buy all close on your house within the first 10 of at most 15 days, but usually between 10 days, right? So that would be a good cash in your pocket. So give a shout out to give a call to Nest Day Property Group down there in Plano, Texas, and I believe there's also a couple of other businesses that are in the area that I would like to give a shout out to. We are here, we support entrepreneurs. So with Next D Property Group, their phone line is 469-698-3370. 469-698-3370. So give them a call if you're trying to sell your house, especially if you're in the state of Texas, right? So even if you're anywhere, they will buy your house with cash offer on it. That being said, we give also a shout out to anybody out there that is starting a business. We also praying for all those families that were, devastated. Do you say devastated? Man, you got the message, man. So we praying for all those families that were touched by the coronavirus. We know it's not easy. We know these are hard times. Hang in there. Courage. God bless you. And again, like always, peace. Big Steph.